Do any of these sound good? Well, I hope they do, because I am going to be showing you exactly how to do them and what the macronutrient breakdown is for each of them, so you can successfully get into ketosis and stay there while eating 30 grams of protein first thing in the morning. I'm here from a Center for Metabolic Health, and this is episode number 19 of Metabolic Health TV. Now, before we get started, I need you to understand, why does the 30 minus 30 minus 30 method work? And it's basically based on two foundational concepts. The first one is around insulin regulation. If we have protein first thing in the morning, we're going to spike insulin less than if we had carbohydrates first thing in the morning. So think about this way. Insulin is the fat-making hormone, and we want to be making less of it. So having protein helps us with that. The second concept is around satiety. The more protein you have first thing in the morning, the fuller you're going to feel for a longer period of time, and the less likely you are to snack later in the morning or mid-afternoon. And then finally, we know that having protein first thing in the morning increases our basal metabolic rate, or the amount of calories we burn at rest, for about an hour afterwards. And we don't really know if this effect is cumulative, but it makes sense to me that if you did it 5 or 6 days a week, you might increase your resting metabolic rate even more. So let's talk about how to use this in the real world. So I've got 7 ideas for you for meals that are easy to prepare, cost-effective, and taste great. All right, let's take a look at some high-protein breakfast foods. All right, idea no. 1 is the classic eggs and turkey sausage power plate. This is 3 whole eggs plus 3 egg whites, 2 turkey sausages, and spinach. So this comes out to be about 32 grams of protein. You could easily double this recipe if you're really hungry. It takes about 10 minutes to prepare. It costs about 420 calories and contains 32 grams of protein. Okay, next up is a Greek yogurt berry bowl with almond butter. So this is 1.5 cups of non-fat Greek yogurt, half a cup of berries, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, and chia seeds. This is about 30 grams of protein. Now, Greek yogurt has probiotics, which are really important for your gut microbiome. It takes about 5 minutes to prepare this, and it's 330 calories. And again, 30 grams of protein. Next up is a very popular one, especially among my patients, and that's smoked salmon and avocado toast. So this is 2 slices of whole grain bread, 4 ounces of smoked salmon, half an avocado, and 1 hard-boiled egg. Now we're talking about 31 grams of protein. Now, what's unique about this meal is the combination of the omega-3 fatty acids from the smoked salmon and the protein from the egg and the avocado. So this is really the perfect brain and body starter. Takes about 10 minutes to make, 380 calories, 31 grams of protein. And next up is high-protein cottage cheese pancakes. So you take cottage cheese, oats, and eggs, and you blend them together. You make a batter, and then you cook the pancakes like you normally would. And in this example, we're going to use 3 pancakes with a little bit of sugar-free syrup and some berries. So if you do the math, this comes out to about 33 grams of protein. Now, you can make a big batch of these and freeze them so that you can take them out in the morning. Pop them in the microwave and have a quick breakfast. This takes about 15 minutes to make, 400 calories and 33 grams of protein. Next up is the chicken and veggie breakfast burrito. So this is a whole wheat tortilla, 4 ounces of grilled chicken breast, half a cup of black beans, half a cup of chopped up peppers, and a tablespoon of salsa. So this is about 34 grams of protein. This is also very easy to make ahead of time. Wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, and you have a meal prep. This takes about 15 minutes to make. 450 calories, 34 grams of protein. Next up is a lentil and egg savory bowl. So this is half a cup of cooked lentils, 2 eggs, 1 hard-boiled egg, some fresh herbs and spices. And this comes out to about 30 grams of protein. So this is a vegetarian-friendly option that's very high in fiber, very filling, and takes about 10 minutes to prepare. And again, 30 grams of protein, 340 calories. All right. And last but not least is the steak and egg hash. So this is 4 ounces of lean beef steak, 2 eggs, and then half a cup of diced sweet potatoes and half a cup of diced onion. This is about 36 grams of protein. So this is a really nice hearty meal that you can make on the weekend that takes about 20 minutes to prepare. It's 500 calories and 36 grams of protein. So those are 7 high-protein breakfast foods that you can choose from. But the question is, how do you actually apply this into your life? So let me show you. Here is my schedule, and I want you to notice I wake up and I eat breakfast within 30 minutes of waking. I have 30 grams of protein, and then 30 minutes after that, I either take a walk outside if it is not cold, or I do some yoga or stretching. Now, this is important because if we eat first thing in the morning, our body starts to digest. And if we follow that up with some movement, we're going to increase the amount of fat that we burn. And then following that, I try to sit at my desk for 1 to 2 hours before I eat again. And this is really important because the way this is going to work is that we're going to be in ketosis. So we're burning fat all day long. But if we keep eating, we're never going to get into ketosis. So I try to fast for at least 12 hours overnight, and then add a 16-hour fast on top of that during the day. And I break my fast at dinner time, and I continue to burn fat all day long. Now, you don't need to do this perfectly. This is more of an example of how to apply it. So maybe you have some protein, then you go for a walk, then you come back, you have some more protein. As long as you get 30 grams of protein in the first 30 minutes of waking, you're going to see tremendous benefits, and you don't need to lift weights. You don't need to do anything strenuous, just light activity to speed up the process. So I hope this was helpful. Which one of these breakfasts are you going to try first? Leave a comment below. And if you found this helpful, click the like button. Subscribe to Metabolic Health TV because the goal is to help you learn how to become metabolically healthy so that you can live a long, vibrant, and healthy life.